Well, hello. It is April 17th, 2009, and I thought I'd make an entry in my vlog journal of sorts. Just wanted to kind of give an overview of what's been going on in automotive with Ophir. Couple things that I wanted to talk about today. First of all, had what I thought was a really good week last week. I met with a car company. It's got a manufacturing plant in Ohio, and they've got a multi-kilowatt fiber laser that's doing some seam welding. It's about a 7 to 10 second weld across a seam. Tailor welded blanks, so two blanks of dissimilar thicknesses. They were both galvanneal material, but they were of different thicknesses. So the application of the lasers really caused them some problems, and they're finding out that the location of the focus spot is very critical to this application. I think they've known this for quite some time, but anyway, I brought in our beam watch product and did a demonstration for them, and it certainly gave them a lot of information about their laser that they did not know. So with respect to the location of the focus spot, we were able to locate it and kind of lay out where exactly the focus spot is in relationship to their head. So that was an interesting visit. I'm confident they are sold on the product, so we'll just have to close that coming up here. And then I made a visit with one of their competitors. They've got auto manufacturing facilities in Kentucky and Indiana. I was able to go on site at the Indiana facility during the install of a fiber laser system there. It's being used for spot welding on car bodies. This is a new laser. It's being run off. Oh, wow. It's being run off, and so I was able to be a part of that runoff last week. That was an interesting visit because there were a lot of people from not only that facility that they work at, but also their corporate facility. I was able to talk to a guy that was from their the motherland, if you will. It's a foreign car company, but anyway, I'll just leave it at that. But so I was able to talk with somebody at their corporate site, which was nice. Talk to them about some things. Also was able to talk to, this is an IPG laser that was being integrated in their cell, and they had some IPG personnel, some technicians there on site that were helping with the install. So I was able to talk with them about some competing products that we have, that we have to deal with out in the field. This particular competing product of ours is kind of considered the gold standard for laser runoffs and such, and we're hearing more and more from laser technicians, laser people who are doing laser applications, just hearing more and more frustration with these competing products. So that certainly is good to hear. We realize that our product is a relatively new technology, and so I think it's just a matter of getting some clout and getting some exposure of this technology out in the field to have to build people's confidence in the product. But So anyway, we were able to put our data side by side with the competing product. This particular car company they have the intention of moving over to our product, but they want to have full confidence in the readings and the measurements that they're getting. So, which is completely understandable. So that was interesting to be a part of that. So all in all, a pretty good week. I am following up with them again this week, and to keep that conversation going. But I think that ultimately there's going to be some success stories to come out of this effort. Another thing that I wanted to talk about it was very interesting. I went to our son's track meet. It was a county meet, and my two oldest sons were competing in that. They did very well, and so I'm very happy for them and how well they did. My son's 4x800 team, I believe, is going on to state, so that's nice. That'll be a lot of fun to watch. So, but anyway, it's kind of beside.
Police reported ahead.
What I wanted to talk about was I saw a pretty high level guy at one of the tier 1 suppliers to Subaru here in Indiana. He's pretty high up in the company, and I was able to build a relationship with him through Praxair, where I was before, working on some projects there. And his son was running in the same 800 meter. No, I'm sorry. It was the I can't remember now. It was the mile. It was either the mile, or the 800 that our two sons were running in the same race. His son actually got first place, and my son got second place. So we had some things to talk about afterwards. So he and I were just kind of sitting there and waiting during the other events, and so we got a chance to chat with one another about things. And his perspective is very interesting because he is fairly high in the company, and he's kind of he's at a VP level probably at the company. But his perspective on automotive was very interesting. We got a chance to talk. My son is going off to Purdue, and he's pursuing a degree in industrial engineering. So I told him that, and he said, yeah, he should definitely find some internships around in pharmaceutical and retail. But he did say, keep him out of automotive. So I thought that was a very interesting comment that he made. He just mentioned to me that automotive is just very, very cutthroat and very fast-paced and very cheap. And I think that these were things that I knew already, but it kind of reaffirmed in my mind. He kind of reaffirmed in my mind, what is going on in automotive. So that's certainly going to be one of the challenges for me as I try to introduce new technology in automotive. It's going to have to keep in mind that it's going to absolutely have to solve problems that are in automotive. It's not going to be one of those products that are just nice to have and they'll buy it and keep it on a shelf and not do much with it. It's got to have a purpose. Otherwise, it's just going to be something that it's going to be an uphill battle, and it's definitely going to be a challenge for me in automotive. So, but anyway, it was really good to talk with him and get his perspective on things. He's being stretched pretty thin, sounds like, by his management. They're taking people away from him and sending them to another one of their sister companies. So he's a little frustrated with that. But he just says, stay out of, steer my son out of automotive, away from automotive. And so I thought that was an interesting comment. But Anyway, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Hope you all are doing well, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.